Some of the group decided to climb the rock. It started off with fairly heavy rain, but it subsided as we got to the base of the rock, thankfully. There is quite an array of ruined areas at the base of the rock, and this was built by a Sri Lankan king whose kingdom was very ancient, established around about 400 AD. At the top of the rock there is a Buddhist temple created for Buddhist monks that stayed at the top of the rock and carried out learning the teachings of Buddha. As we continued to climb up the rock itself, the rain started to lighten up somewhat and started to notice the beautiful scenery around the rock. As we approached the vertical wall of the summit, they've created this new ladder system to replace what the monks originally had produced, which was be very unsafe for the tourists to climb up and down. Here we are at the summit on top of the rock where the Buddhist temple had been constructed, and the ruins are outlined in this sort of depiction here. The area had a big population of monkeys that were roaming around on the top of the rock. At this stage the rain was confined to the lower altitudes and we were fairly dry. It was a terrific scenery feast. You could see for miles around, and eventually the rain clouds dissipated almost completely, so the view became even more spectacular. It's hard to imagine how monks lived in a temple at the top of this rock. It's so high, it must have been quite an effort to get up to the top. This is a view from the top of the rock of the actual ruins below, which are 400 metres below. And you can see the outline of the ruins of the actual palace itself. During the ancient times of Sri Lanka, there have been many kingdoms that have come and gone, and the ruins are scattered around various areas of Sri Lanka, and it indicates its fairly advanced civilization many, many years ago, probably prior to the Romans and so forth. These days tourism brings in a lot of money into Sri Lanka. Here are some shots of the climb up the rock itself from the various ladders and steps and what have you. There are remnants of all the areas where the monks had made steps themselves, where they cut holes in the rock, and they probably used bamboo and so forth to make makeshift ladders to access up and down the rock itself. Now that the rain has subsided, the true beauty of the landscape comes into view. The climb itself was well worth the effort and rewarded us with spectacular views and an appreciation of the engineering and so forth of ancient Sri Lankans.